Once upon a time, in a small secluded village nestled deep in a dark forest, there was a sinister legend about ghouls. Rumors of their existence echoed through the centuries, instilling fear and awe in the hearts of the villagers. Legend had it that ghouls were once ordinary townspeople who fell victim to an evil curse. It was said that anyone who anxiously craved wealth, power, or indulged the darkest desires of his heart would face the wrath of the ghouls. According to the plot, a young man named Lucas, driven by his insatiable thirst for wealth, stumbled upon an ancient, forgotten tomb hidden in the depths of the forest. Ignoring the warnings engraved on the dilapidated stone door, he ventured in, his heart filled with greed. Inside the tomb, Lucas discovered a terrible artifact, a cursed amulet, flickering with an unholy light, unaware of the danger it possessed. He greedily appropriated it to himself, unknowingly deciding his fate. That night, when the moon flooded the village with an eerie glow, Lucas felt someone's chilling presence lurking in the shadows, and beknownst to him, the ghouls had awakened, their thirst for revenge ignited because of his stupid act. Relying heavily on occult powers, they vowed to make him an example for others. As the days turned into weeks, an ominous shroud enveloped the village. Strange incidents haunted the villagers, leaving them terrified and deprived of sleep. Shadows danced viciously, whispers echoed through the night, and people began to disappear without a trace. Soon the ghouls appeared, grotesque and unearthly creatures, their eyes burning with an evil light, and twisted, elongated limbs glided noiselessly on the ground. They swept through the village with merciless fury. Their terrible screams froze the blood of those who were unlucky enough to hear them. Lucas, realizing the scale of his serious mistake, desperately sought advice from the wise village elder that only one who, according to rumors, had knowledge of the curse. He learned that ghouls can only be defeated by finding the Tomb of Redemption, a sacred burial place hidden in the heart of the forest. Armed with this knowledge and a glimmer of hope, Lucas set out on a dangerous journey to restore peace in the village. But the ghouls, always on the alert, ruthlessly pursued him, mocking him with their terrible presence at every step. Finally, after experiencing countless horrors and facing his darkest fears, Lucas reached the sacred tomb. Its ancient walls held the key to banishing the ghouls back to their cursed sleep forever. With trembling hands, he placed the cursed amulet in its rightful place, releasing a surge of holy energy. In an instant, the ghouls were swallowed up by a blinding light. Their terrified screams dissolved into nothingness. The curse was lifted, and the village was freed from their evil grip. But Lucas, forever haunted by the horrors he unleashed, carried the weight of his actions to the end of his days, when Lucas' son, Ethan, ventured into the tomb where his father hid the cursed amulet. A bad feeling spread through his veins. Ignoring the warnings imprinted in his mind, he convinced himself that he could control the power contained in him, unaware of the grim consequences that awaited him. When Ethan's trembling hand grabbed the amulet, a sinister energy pulsed through his body, its malice intertwined with his very essence. By unleashing the slumbering ghouls again, he unknowingly brought their wrath upon an unsuspecting village. Night after night, ghouls appeared from the depths of darkness. Their unearthly forms haunted the villagers in their dreams and enveloped their lives with immeasurable fear. Their agonized screams cut through the eerie silence, paralyzing the villagers with horror. The once peaceful village has turned into a distorted realm of chaos. Gripped by an inexorable storm of despair, Ethan, burdened with guilt and remorse, was desperately looking for a way to make amends for his unfortunate mistake. Every day the ghouls grew stronger. Their thirst for revenge was insatiable. Driven by a newfound determination, Ethan embarked on a harrowing journey to find the Tomb of Redemption. The villagers, terrified but clinging to a glimmer of hope, rallied around him. Intending to expel the ghouls once and for all, their journey was dangerous. The ghouls ruthlessly pursued them, gnashing their jagged teeth and uttering chilling screams. The once peaceful surroundings of the village have turned into a nightmarish landscape, distorted by the unholy presence of ghouls. Finally, they reached the sacred tomb, a place now tainted by the sins of 2 generations. Trying to correct his father's mistakes, Ethan put the amulet back in its resting place, praying for redemption and a chance to save his village. But this time the ghouls were relentless and unstoppable. With the surge of vicious energy, they became stronger than ever. Their thirst for revenge was insatiable. The village plunged into utter chaos as the ghouls ravaged everything in their path, leaving destruction and despair behind. Ethan, burdened with guilt and the weight of his failure, fought side by side with the villagers. But no matter how brave their efforts were, the ghouls turned out to be too formidable to be tamed. The village was engulfed in darkness, its once hopeful spirit crushed by eternal damnation. So, the story of the ghouls has become an obsessive legend, a reminder of the devastating consequences that befall those who succumb to the charm of the forbidden force. The village served as a grim reminder of how a single act of arrogance can cause unimaginable horrors, forever etching the names of Lucas and Ethan in the annals of despair and regret.